All right, welcome back. You guys ready to do this?
I hope so. I was trying to give him the...
I know Mike he just like see himself on TV right now. Not ready. Time for some shakas and shoutouts. Shakas and shoutouts to Mike and Pawel over here. They are the co-directors. Mike is also the executive producer of a documentary that honors an iconic kanaka and entertainer, Uncle Danny Kaleikini.
Yes, Kaniela, the Danny Kaleikini Story. It's the title of the film. And Mike, before we find out where our audience can view it, I wanted to ask, what's one of the most surprising things you found out about Uncle Danny in the whole process of creating this documentary?
Oh man, it was an amazing experience, and like every time we sat with him, we would learn something new. But we were trying to discuss that, and we were thinking, is this one time when he said
No. Listen, there is few. Let me put it that way. There's few. There are big ones. Obviously, for me, who's not from here, there was more. There's few for local people, but
I was going to share, but
we
I
don't want to spoil
I got overruled. So.
We don't.
You just gotta watch the film.
We don't
You just gotta
go
check it out
see
at
the
HIFF.
movie.
Yeah.
What?
You will enjoy it. You will cry. You will laugh. All is there. All will be revealed. Just go and see.
Yeah. You know, we did get a chance to screen it. I wasn't invited to the VIP screening, but I got to watch it on my computer at home, which was awesome. And my wife and I, we cried and we laughed. Just from the opening scene, we're cracking up laughing already.
Yep.
And then you kind of go through this roller coaster of emotions. So you're right, it is, as we mentioned at the top of the show, you guys have done such an incredible job of documenting his life, and his family must be incredibly proud. Were they all on board?
You know, and that was a tough discussion in the beginning because there's a lot of private, things that they share, and especially local style. We don't want to just talk about behind the scenes stuff, and someone that's traveled so much and experienced so much. But we are super blessed to have Danny's support group. Everyone was on board.
Some people took a little more convincing than the others.
Yeah.
Some people joined at very end, but everybody at the end were on board.
Can I just say this? Thank you so much for not waiting until after he passed to create something. You folks actually created this with him there.
Yeah.
So he's approving of this. He's having you folks follow him, and I think that's more meaningful. Sometimes we get a chance to get a better glimpse of somebody instead of looking at footage of them after the fact.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
We
So you
agree.
folks were right there with him the whole time, and I thank you so much for capturing that.
Thanks for seeing that. Thank
That's
you.
very important.
He was an active participant in this documentary. I mean,
Yes.
we got to follow along, and he's singing and he's sharing his aloha and that iconic aloha. you hear that and it's like, it just brings back so many memories. And is there any plans to work on other, honoring other icons in our Hawaiian?
There are. So we have already had a discussion with Roy and Kathy Sakuma, who we met through this process, and we've already kind of agreed to begin pre-producing their documentary in the near future, and Auntie Melvin lead. We
just had her.
Yes, I saw that too.
We haven't shook hands on that one yet, but we've had some preliminary discussions, and hopefully we get that opportunity as well.
That is so awesome.
Beautiful. Okay, now where can people find Kaniela, the Danny Kaleikini Story?
So we've been honored and humbled to be selected for this year's Hawaii International Film Festival, and so our world premiere is going to be October 10th, which is a Thursday night at 6 p.m. at Kahala Theater, and what's going to be super chicken skin is that was Danny's birthday.
That is.
I'm getting chicken skin right now.
It's
just
his
saying
birthday,
that.
and then in the neighborhood
10-10.
where he spent a lot of his time
Absolutely.
That's right.
entertaining the
Yes.
world.
Absolutely.
So go to HIFF.org. Tickets go on sale next week, Monday. There's a couple other locations as well, but the world premiere is October 10th, Thursday,
10-10.
6 p.m. Yes.
I can only add, for people who are from here but live in New York, right after HIFF, we're going to have New York screening. There is Pacific Islanders Film Festival happening right after HIFF, and Kaniela was selected for that one too. So if you're in New York, you want to see Kaniela, that's the place to go.
Right on, you guys.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for sharing the story of incredible kanaka, Uncle Danny Kaleikini.
Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for having us.
All right, we're going to send things over to another incredible kanaka. Leui Koholokula is standing by at our Island News Desk. What you got for us, sis?
A lot more stories, you guys. We've told you about a string of electric